This is Archetypal Trader. Today's date is the 1st of July 2021, and in today's video I'm going to do some analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and perhaps a few others. I might make some different videos today as well. But anyway, jumping back straight into the charts. This is the daily chart on Bitstamp. The last video I made, I think price action was coming up to this key June area. And we're intraday on the 25th of June. So we've moved sideways pretty much since then. We did have this bearish engulfing candle down and a rejection at key June, and then we've based at this $3,150 level, sort of double bottom through here. A bit of support came in through the market. Volume's been pretty flat really, and the oscillators are trying to turn back up. We didn't break 50 RSI on this break of the key June a few days ago, and the market's still continually going sideways. We did break that bull fractal on Tuesday, on the 29th, if I draw that in. But now price action has sort of pivoted at that level, and we're intraday trading under that level. So it'll be interesting to see if we continue to move down throughout the day. I did notice this area, this fractal down here, we didn't end up breaking this bear fractal. We have traded in, there's sort of like a double bottom happening at around that $31,300, $31,500 level. So these bull fractals remain intact for now, though we're still turning down, and there's been more angulation on Span B, which is currently at 43,310. It just keeps on stepping down, and we haven't really gotten to the Kumo or cloud at this stage, so it still looks fairly bearish. There's no real sign of a challenge to the Kumo or the upside. Just deleting off those drawings. Just this intra range from the 15th of June on the way down. We did tag the 61.8. So there must have been some selling pressure there on this small range, and we're continually moving down. Going over to the 4-hour chart, I'd noticed that we did get a breakout on the Kumo. There's a Kumo breakout closing above the 100-day moving average with your green Kumo and breaking out at this level, though it's produced a 6% drawdown at this stage, and that's why lower time frames are lower probability, and we've broken the key June there as well. If I throw on Tenkan-san, we've got a TK cross, so that's a sell signal if you went long, and you would have lost money on that trade setup. So ever since the momentum shifted in the market, 4 hours really been choppy, trading Ichimoku as a trade system. So taking Ichimoku off and the 100-day off. Zooming out, we have been just going sideways since this move down to 28k. There's nothing much more to really report. It's choppy. Ichimoku doesn't really perform that well in a ranging market. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing in Bitcoin for now. I'll move over to MATIC. I'll go to the daily on MATIC. So I drew this in before. Drew this fractal area in on MATIC. It seems to be, the whole market seems to be losing a fair bit of momentum from my perspective. We got this rejection at the key June in the Kumo back on the 15th of June, and we Kumo broke out here without the 100-day moving average because it's been trading down so much, but we have moved and bounced off the 100-day moving average, and we continue going sideways in this market. I do feel that the oscillators haven't quite washed out on MATIC either. We never really tested this level back here on MATIC. From a daily perspective, this bull fractal area, I'll just draw that in. So, yeah, drawing that in, I think there's perhaps a good chance that we'll trade back down at this 50-cent range. Yeah, the market's just really somewhat distributing perhaps around these ranges before they move down further. We'll look at the 4-hour on MATIC. It hasn't Kumo broken out. It did have this Kumo flip here. Never broke up above the Kumo, and well below the 100-day moving average. It's just ranging, and we did get some bounces of the 61.8 of this smaller range from 92 and $1.25, though TK cross in the cloud, bearish TK cross in the cloud, and yeah, it's just nothing price action, not much to really do with MATIC. SNX, it's had a little bit of a move up. I did participate in SNX in this move. I've taken some profit from this sideways action at the moment. I'll just start with the daily. So yeah, extremely weak market. I'd played lower time frames to sort of get in on this smaller bottom here. Angulation of Kijun for the past 3 days. It's currently at $8.90, and we're stair stepping our way down on CQ span B. That's a white line I just put on the chart, and yeah, it still continues to wash down. The oscillators have flushed out, unlike MATIC. They're beginning to flush out and get down to this 30 RSI level, which is encouraging. Going back to the 4-hour on SNX, putting on the Kumo, we sort of are creating this M pattern at the moment. We didn't break out of the top of the Kumo, didn't break the 100-day moving average. There's no real long signal. I'm really hands off any sort of signal on the 4-hour. Yeah, it's just rangy and choppy and nothing's quite clear. But I did play a trade on scalp up on SNX with this W in here, and yeah, I've been taking profit today on that trade. It has corrected 88.6 fib retracement on the weekly, which I think I've shown in prior videos. I'll just quickly draw that on now. It's a weekly on SNX. 88.6, so we've sort of had a test there, though. In the prior bull markets, these assets could easily go down another 90%, so that's food for thought. If we're trading at around the $7 mark now, could easily get down to 70 cents if we have the full-blooded bear market for the next 2 years. Ethereum. So this is the daily on Ethereum. I'll take all my prior drawings off for now. So with Ethereum, we've had that massive move to 4,300 odd, and then we've just broken the Kijun back on the 19th of May, and we got back above it briefly on the 14th of May, and we've closed back under it, and it seems like we're firmly getting rejected there today of the Kijun. We had a slight angulation down on the CQ span B, which would add to a bearish sentiment, but it's been very minimal compared to Bitcoin. But yeah, on the daily, we've got just under 12 hours left of this intraday bar, and yeah, it seems to have lost some strength and getting rejected from that area. Just looking at the prior range between fractals here, as like Bitcoin, this previous bull fractal, we're getting rejected at the 618 as well on Ethereum, which really isn't encouraging. It just seems like this market's just grinding sideways and producing lower highs. Looking at the oscillators, RSI didn't quite flush out. When I say that, it doesn't really need to, but it'd be more encouraging to see it wash out and get flushed as the daily has on Bitcoin. But yeah, there's not much really to do. This would be an entry at the daily close if we're looking like this in the next 12 hours time on the daily. I'll just actually go back to the daily, taking Ichimoku off. I've seen that there's this prior bull fractal as well, sort of getting rejected at that level also. So yeah, there's 3 different reasons why we're having a sell-off there. 61.8 daily key June, and perhaps this bearish fractal is having a say in it as well. When I just draw just a basic trend line, yeah, it's not looking fantastic. Maybe I'll draw that trend line somewhere else. Anyway, forget the trend line, it looks bearish. So I will move on to the 4 hour. I think we had a Kumo breakout as well, which didn't really, it wasn't really a great setup. It was a buy signal at 2176, which has failed at this stage. Kijun sitting at 2046, so perhaps if we're lucky for the bulls, we'll base off this Kijun and turn back up, providing a buy signal, but 4 hour is lower probability, so yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't be participating in any of that until we just have more consolidation. If we can hold 1700 for July and just go sideways and not create lower lows, maybe it might be worth thinking to go bullish, or perhaps buying some spot, but definitely not financial advice. I'm not considering any of that. I'm just pretty much sitting on my hands, being neutral and waiting for some more direction in this market. Like I said before, not financial advice, but that would be a technical sell signal if we were to close looking like this on Ethereum. So yeah, that's it for this video. That's MATIC, SNX, Ethereum, Bitcoin. It's sort of a boring part of the market now to sort of see what's going to happen. We just got to be patient, trade our trading plans, not get too ahead of ourselves. We've had that 60% correction, could easily turn into 86% correction. Yeah, so I'll leave the video there. This is Archetypal Trader. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below with any altcoin or crypto that you'd like me to cover. Have a great day.